Alright, what's going on everybody? I'm Formula Cathan. Today we are playing some more Paranormasight, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Yesterday we finished Harushikima's section, and we're headed into something completely else. Something completely new, I think. So, find out what's going on. Hey, how are you doing? Good. So, we finished Harushijima. And I think we're pretty far along with Tetsuo over here. But I kind of want to see what Yako's up to. She's so cool. Alright, let's go. Yaku Sakazima. Sakazimi. No, Sakazaki. Good lord, I can't speak. Okay. Let's go into Hitomi's help. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Bringing her friend back from the dead means she'll have to pay the price. Yako makes it home safely, but still isn't sure about how to proceed with her curse. She worries about Mio as the night passes. Yeah, I would be worried too. Oh, wow, Mio is alive? Oh, good morning, Yako. Huh? Yako, rise and shine. Huh? You're up? Huh? It's morning? Are you okay? Can you remember your name? It's Yako Sakazaki, Michio Shirashi, Mio Kurokazuku, or the Spectre of the Spirit Board. I'm just gonna give her the right answer. Yes, I'm Yako Sakazaki. Good, seems like you're fully awake. Oh, Mio, thanks for last night. Was everything okay? Yep, still alive. I couldn't dispel the curse echo or learn the identity of who used it, but I managed to at least get away. This is Tetsuo's informant, high school informant, is it not? I believe so. I'm sorry, I got you involved in something so dangerous. I meant to look for you as soon as the sun rose, but I was just so sleepy. I can't even remember when I fell asleep. It's okay. It's only natural to be exhausted after what you went through. Besides, I also feel bad that you've been wrapped up in all this. But I involved you, Mio. Hey, Raccoon, how are you? Oh, strange. Let me see what's going on. Well, it says I'm online on OBS over here. Strange. Well, either way, happy to see you again. Hope you're doing well. It's supposed to be my job to prevent that from happening. I don't know why Mio is so apologetic. I mean, Yako's the one that brought her into this in the first place. Mio, grow spine. Oh yeah, you said something about that last night. Just who are you exactly, Mio? This is Tetsuo's informant. Oh, well, I don't like that look on our face. It's very weird. Truth is, I've been trained in things having to do with the supernatural. Huh? You mean you could learn that kind of stuff like you would with flower arranging? I had quite the eventful childhood. Oh, you were saying June was going to be your day of locking in. It's the first day of June. How did you drop the ball on that so early on? I had quite the eventful childhood. I see. Idle hands. Fair. I had quite the eventful childhood. Huh. That sounds like it must have been tough. Yes, it would take a long time to explain, so let's leave it at that for now. As fate would have it, I ended up as the apprentice, or maybe more like assistant, to a notable paranormal expert. Who might that be? All these characters are connected in some way, I'm sure. Alright. Schools have always had more paranormal disturbances because young people tend to be more susceptible to these things. I'm sent to school that may experience something paranormal and put a stop to it before it happens. Wow, that's amazing. This is like a part-time job you do while also being a student? Well, I do help maintain public order, but it's all part of my training, so I don't get any money. Oh, you got it rough then. But still, that really is amazing. You were so cool when you faced off against the evil spirit. I never know if I should be happy when you compliment me like that. But anyways, that's why it's up to me to resolve any paranormal issues at the school. And why I'm going to look into the cause of all this. But for now, let's head to school. Yeah. Oh, do you have your cursed stone? Now that it's daytime and its power is diminished, I should be able to hold on to it. Want to give it a try? Right, I do have it, but... Yako. Is it really so wrong, trying to bring Michio back? I mean... I can't approve of it. The right may seem like a dream come true, but if it involves taking the lives of other people, then, yeah, true. I want to make sure this whole ritual ends without anyone getting hurt. That's why I believe in what I'll put before anything else. I'm sorry, but is it okay if I hold on to it? Yako, I promise I won't use the curse no matter what, but maybe there's some other way. For the Michio that still exists within me, I'll settle things so that we can move forward. Okay, but if you ever feel in danger, you can give me the cursed stone at any point. Right. Thank you, Mio. Okay then, let's go. Files updated. Let's see. Candy Shop Sonoya. An old-fashioned candy shop located on a street corner in Honjo. It has been in the Yako Sakazami family for 3 generations. On the weekends, you could spot Yako watching over the store, cooking monjayaki, and playing traditional tops and card games with the local children. Though traditional candy shops are known for selling cheap treats for kids, it is not uncommon to see these largely privately owned businesses become something more like general stores, selling food, drinks, utensils, and other daily necessities. Many families operate candy shops on the dirt ground floor of their home, known as a doma, with a space in the back where customers can eat monjayaki as well as arcade games and capsule toy machines in front. Such facilities make them attractive places for children to gather and play. However, the harsh reality is that traditional candy shops, which thrived during the period of high economic growth, when many confectionery manufacturers entered the market, are experiencing a steady decline due to the rise of convenience stores and changes in children's interests and tastes. So I'm guessing this is kind of like a convenience store of some kind? Okay. Let's get to school. Huh? I thought it was unusually noisy. There's a big group of people and police in front of the school. Oh, the school's closed. Did something happen? If the police are here, then something must have. Oh, wow. You know what? I bet, keep forgetting her name. Let me turn this off. Not Hajime. Mio. I bet it was Hitomi. I bet Hitomi died. I bet Hitomi was killed yesterday. Yesterday night. That's... I'll go ask. Thanks. Well, you are with the police, aren't you, Mio? This isn't good. Huh? What happened? Don't panic, okay? The first teacher who came to work this morning found something. Okay. Mr. Junichi was found dead in the middle of the school grounds. Oh, it was a Junichi. Junuichi. Junuichi, yes. He's kind of the weird teacher looker. Junuichi. This is for our viewers. This is for you at home, Junuichi. Where do you go? Junuichi Koen. This is what he would look like, if you remember. He was the homeroom teacher for Class 2C. Okay, let's send you off. They're closing the school for today. But that's not all. I didn't know this either since I didn't watch the morning news, but rumors are spreading that a number of bodies were found nearby. Wait. What? There's no way. Why? Could it be? Because of the curse. We don't know enough to say. From what I heard, Mr. Donuichi's body was in the middle of the grounds. But his body was covered in bruises like he'd fallen from somewhere high. Wait, I thought we have the Fool's Procession. Yako has the Fool's Procession, doesn't she not? Weird. Taking into account his unnatural death and the timing, it's very likely it has something to do with the curse. You're saying someone used their curse on him last night. Seems like it, doesn't it? But that's so scary. Yeesh, so the curses really do kill people. And someone used it. Shh! Keep your voice down, okay? What would happen if another curse bearer heard you? Hey, sorry. Person of interest updated. His deceased body was discovered on the school grounds at dawn. Okay. That was the added part. I wish we had a little more information, but they've locked up the front gate. Maybe we could sneak in through the back entrance. Hmm? That person over there. She looks like she's wearing a school uniform. Isn't that Hitomi Okuda? Hitomi Okuda. It is. She's a delinquent. You're right. That's unusual. Oh, but she was at the school last night, too. She must know something about Mr. Janoichi. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, Mio, wait for me. Huh. So you're telling me the two of you were the ones at school last night. No sense in hiding it, then. Plus, I owe you one, Mio. I'll tell you everything I know. Thank you. Oh, I want to see what Mio's up to. She's the badass here. She owes you? Yeah, right after I transferred here, there was a bit of trouble. She gave me one of those, what was it? Oh, exorcisms. Huh. So that's what it was. Alright, let's go into Junuichi's death. Did you hear about Mr. Junuichi? Heard about it. I've known about it since last night. I saw that asshole bite it in the school grounds myself. What? You saw it happen? Tell us about it. What happened exactly? Don't really know myself. It was pitch black. What I can tell you. All right, let's go flashback. It was almost dawn, probably around 3. You talked to him that long? He started freaking out all of a sudden, ran out onto the grounds like something was chasing him, then screamed. Ah, somebody help me. Forgive me, Michio. Or something like that, while he was running around. Michio? He mentioned Michio? Was there anyone else out on the grounds? It was too dark to see from where I was. But for just a second, I think I saw a girl in a school uniform with her hair in braids. Oh. I didn't go out to make sure, so it could have been nothing for all I know. Then I heard him begging for his life, like, I was wrong and I'll do anything. Then all of a sudden, his arm and legs snapped, even though he was just standing there. That sounds like the reed, one-sided reed. Ooh. His arm and legs broke without anything had been done to him. His arms and legs broke. Okay, that might not be the reed after all. He fell over and couldn't move any, so I thought I'd better get out of there. Then he croaked. That's all I saw. I see. But from what you've told us, it almost sounds like Michio ghost chased down Mr. Junoichi and killed him. Hell, if I know anything about that. I'm just telling you what I heard him say. Let's keep going into Junoichi's. Did you tell that story to the police? Nope, I ain't gonna. Can't count on them for shit. I like you, Hitomi. Not like they've believed such an insane story anyway. Right. But there must have been at least one person in the police worth trusting, right? Yeah, I guess. There was this one cop who always got on my case about stuff. But he died just the other day. Oh, he did? A cop, yeah, right. That would have been... forgot his name. Hajime Yoshimi. Yeah, definitely do that, Raccoon. Work on your game. Get it done. You think you can get your game done in a month? That sounds like very ambitious. Hajime, the police officer. Oh, he did. I'm sorry to hear that. Everyone who gets involved with me ends up dead. Maybe I am cursed. Pisses me off. You got it all wrong. The spirit that possessed you wasn't that kind of spirit. Huh? It wasn't? Yeah, that was just an unfortunate coincidence. Though I'm sure that was hard enough for you. Let's keep going into Jonoichi. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Hey, Mio? I've been thinking something. Hmm? The way she described it reminded me of something. The way Mr. Jonoichi died sounds a lot like how Michio died. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Of course, I didn't see it myself, but the state of Michio's body was in it. It was like she had fallen from high up. Could they have been killed by the same curse? I don't think so. The curse of the seven mysteries hadn't manifested when she dies. Yeah, that's what I thought. Same thing with Yoshimi. Huh. And if we can trust what that spirit board said, then Michio died in an accident. Oh, right. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Okay, Mio's exorcism. You told me, were you possessed by some kind of evil spirit? I don't understand it all too well myself. What I can say for sure is, thanks to Mio, the weird symptoms that were happening to me all went away. Yep, some people are born with a natural sensitivity to the paranormal. They tend to end up isolated as they struggle to relate the people around them. They also tend to draw spirits to them naturally. This can cause strange symptoms they don't understand, like headaches, muscle stiffness, and hallucinations. Even memory problems. I'm sure it must have been very hard. So that's how it works, huh? Do people also have their personality taken over when possessed too? It's possible it's spirits who have a very close relationship to their target. Like siblings or a parent and a child. But you almost never hear about people being taken over completely. It's when two parties aren't in sync that those negative effects can start to appear. So the seances or whatever you see on TV are all bogus? Not quite. There are mediums and diviners who can align their minds with spirits, they call. Though there are people on TV who are just putting on a performance. Huh. There are people who in life had extremely powerful spirit sense or deep connection with the person. But even they shouldn't be able to completely take over the person they possess. And even if they could, it'd only be enough to pressure them to choose certain behaviors that wouldn't be unusual for them to do on their own to begin with. George Pig vs. Daddy Pig rap song? Say what now? What is that, raccoon? But if that's the case, wouldn't you not know if you're choosing that behavior of your own will or not? Ah, Peppa Pig. I think I may know what that is. Though the spirit may influence the behavior and memories of the host, the deeper the connection in life, the easier it is for that to occur. Ooh, what happened here? There we are. Now we're back. I see, getting possessed by a spirit is pretty complicated, huh? It must have been tough for you being possessed for so long, Hitomi. Whatever might happen to me doesn't make any difference. Me being able to see spirits and stuff has nothing to do with how things ended up like this. Yeah, it's not like being able to see them is your fault either. The same goes for me. Maybe it's just something we have to live with. I think you have a knack for it yourself, Yako. I bet you could see them too with a little training. Huh. I think I may pass. So that's why you do your job. That's why you do the job you do, huh, Mio? I thought she was a weirdo when she showed up, all of a sudden saying that she was going to exorcise me. If you hadn't said anything, I probably would have knocked your lights out. You tried to perform an exorcism on her without telling her anything. You see, in my experience, most people don't understand no matter how much I explain. They only accept my explanation after they see the result. Huh, I guess that makes sense. The classroom last night. You told me last night, before you witnessed Mr. Genoichi's collapse. Can I ask what he and you were doing in the classroom? You're gonna tell the cops? Ooh. This sounds serious. Alright, with everything that happened with Mr. Genoichi, they'll suspect you if we told them we saw you with him last night. Anytime something happens when someone like me, all those shitty adults start jumping to conclusions, I understand, I won't tell them. You wouldn't have been able to kill him anyway. If you say so, then I don't mind telling you about it. So last night, that piece of shit Genoichi called me over here, acting like he was gonna attack me or something. What? That's terrible. Whatever, I'm glad he's dead. He had it coming. Calling people worthless and a cancer on society when he doesn't know shit about them. That asshole was the one always acting like scum, if you ask me. Not so. Could you tell us in more detail why he called you out in the middle of the night? It's hard to explain where to start. It's hard to explain where to start. Genoichi's misdeeds. What did you mean, Mr. Genoichi acting like scum? Was he doing something bad? You know, Michio Shirashi, right? The girl who killed herself? Huh? Michio? I don't know, everything but the creep of a teacher had some dirt on her? I don't know everything, but that creep of a teacher had some dirt on her. And he was using it to blackmail her. Call her up after school and make her do whatever he wanted. What? What do you mean when you say whatever he wanted? I'll leave it to your imagination. Nothing that a couple of model students like you would ever get involved in. No way. That's how? What do you mean by dirt? I don't know anything about this. How could I have not known anything about this? Yako, I know how you feel, but try to calm down. You got guts acting like you were her friend. Junichi really did a number on both Michio's body and soul. She probably felt she couldn't tell anyone, like she had to suffer alone. How terrible. You tell me, how do you know about this? I just happened to walk in on it. I know the spots around school people go when they want to stay out of sight. He ran off in a panic when I yelled at him, asking like what he was doing. Walked in on it. I couldn't just leave her alone, looking like she was about to cry, so I stuck around for a bit. She told me everything that happened in whispers. She probably figured I wasn't the type to spread that stuff around. But she never asked for my help. She told me that she was fine and to keep it a secret. Michio, why? She probably thought she had to grit her teeth till it was through. She was naive. I tried to tell her that if you give guys like that an inch, they'll take a mile. She kept saying how it was her punishment she was soft. Nope. Of course, Shonichi didn't change. He kept on doing what he was doing. I don't understand either of them, but that's as much as I was involved. Then she killed herself. Nothing I can do about it now. You told me? If you knew about it, then why didn't you... You're trying to say it was my fault? She told me not to say anything. She told me she was fine. So, what the hell more responsibility do I have other than what I already did? Yako, there's no point in blaming Hitomi. Michio, why? The dirt on Michio. Did you hear what this dirt was? Nope, never heard what it was. But from the sound of it, he'd been blackmailing her since about a year ago? Been that long? Dick probably thought her doing something she shouldn't have been. She looked well behaved, but there's more to a person than meets the eye, you know? There must be some reason. Dunno, got nothing to do with me. So, last night, how did it start? Oh, right. Remember that nosy cop I mentioned who was always on my case? He died at the former Yasuda Gardens a couple of days ago. Yoshimi was his name. He was part of the juvenile division. He didn't look like a cop at all, real rough guy, but good at looking out for folks. So he was the only one I could talk to. Huh, so there's something like that with the police. Too bad he ended up dying. Oh, another thing. One time he suddenly introduced his fiancée to me. It was hilarious seeing a big guy like that act all a little like a shy kid. Whoa. It was hilarious seeing a big guy like that act like a shy little kid all of a sudden. She told me that she was like me when she was my age and she was on my side. It must have been a terrible loss for her too. Yeah, I do feel a little bad for her when I think about how sad she must be. And I saw him at the gardens the night he died. Oh no. Whenever I would get worked up over something, Yoshimi always took me straight to that park. Then he'd listen to whatever it was I was pissed off about. That day, he called me over like usual. But something seemed off about him, like he was worried about something. Worried about something? Yeah, He asked me for a favor, too. That was pretty unusual. Favor? What kind of favor? Oh, he handed me a weird talisman and asked me to hold on to it for him. Talisman? Yeah, just a normal good luck charm. I figured if that's it, then sure, I'll take it. I have it with me now. But that wasn't all. He told me that he wanted to look for a talisman. Michio Shirashi had that look like this one. Had that look like this one. Michio had one that looked like that one, huh? She said that was her father's talisman that she kept with her, if I remember. Huh? Michio, what does she have to do with this? Yoshimi had been meeting up and talking with her. While they were together, he noticed that she had, like, a special talisman or something. But apparently, Michio always avoided the subject. Talisman that Michio had. He knew that I knew her, so that's why he asked me. He said, Could there have been something that Michio couldn't tell even the police about? I know things at home were a little complicated. From what I heard, Michio was keeping her mouth shut about what Junichi was doing to her. Hard to talk with the cops when someone got dirt on you. And I didn't squeal on anything about Michio either. Michio? What is it that you had such a strong grip on you? Michio, what is it that had such a strong grip on you? So basically, Yoshimi didn't just have his eye on Michio, but her talisman too. But after she died, he didn't know where it ended up. So since I knew her from school, he wanted me to look into it for him. Is there something special about the two talismans? I wonder why he gave it to you. Hell if I know. When I looked inside, there's just a weird kind of grimy scrap of wood. So, you've seen inside of it. But from the way he was acting, it seemed important to him someday. But to be honest, what he was asking is such a pain in the ass, I figured he had to be serious about it. Oh, and since he died right after that... Yeah, he even said to me, if anything happens to me, take those two talismans, give them to a guy named Nakagoshi at the police department. Nakagoshi. Knowing what I know now, he probably felt that something was going to happen to him. Huh. Nakagoshi. Huh? Do you know him, Mio? No, I've just heard the name, I think. So, there really is a Nakagoshi. That's a relief, at least. Do we have a Nakagoshi as a person of interest? Nakagoshi. I don't see one. Namagaki, I see. Nope, nothing. Anyway, it didn't feel right, just ignoring a dead guy's last request. Nakagoshi. Hitomi. Yeah? That talisman, would you mind if I had a look at it? Sorry, but I don't trust you all that much yet. It's important to me. Oh, okay. So, last night you were looking for the talisman Michio had. Yeah. I figured that piece of garbage teacher would know the most about Michio. I asked him yesterday afternoon if he knew anything about her talisman. He gave me some cryptic message like, I can't talk about it now. Come to the school tonight. He even gave me the code to the lock on the back entrance. He seemed pretty willing to give it out, so I wouldn't be surprised if he used it for secret meetings before. Yuck, I can only imagine. We climbed over the front gate to get in. Yeah. But Hitomi is gonna be the tomboy? You think? She seems like it. She gives off main character, main character energy. I could see it happening. She might be in the sequel, like an adult version. So yeah, we meet up in the classroom in the middle of the night. But nothing he said made any sense. Like that I was really Michio and stuff like that. Like, oh, that she was really Michio. Interesting. He went on and on about it was my fault and that if only I hadn't been around or something. He grabbed a hold of me, breathing heavily. Yikes. Were you okay? Yeah, that's right. When you two showed up. I was able to get away while Januichi was freaking out. Oh my gosh. Good thing you got away. So it's really all thanks to you that I got away. But I didn't get any info about the talisman, so the whole thing was sort of a bust. Afterward, I was wondering what you two were up to, so I hid nearby. Then I saw you and old man Ashimiya talking, and then Mio showed up. Oh, you did? That's also why I saw Januichi come back outside and bite it. I see. So, you were only here to look for Michio's talisman. I was dumb to fall for that creep Januichi's trap so easily. It had gone a lot worse, but I lucked out. What you described does sound like Michio killed Mr. Januichi. She did have a reason to hate him after a while. No way, you mean that really was her ghost, like, for real? Those who die bearing strong resentment or regret can occasionally become spirits, either bound to a place or roaming freely. Yeah, they're doing a really good job with the like face shape. So there's a lot of good variety. It's not just the haircuts, it's like, yeah. However, it'd usually be impossible for them to kill the living. Most don't have that kind of power. But it's possible they could possess some close to them to act on those lingering regrets. Huh, wonder if that's what happened. Alright, then supposing what the spirit board said is true, and Michio's death was an accident, she really hadn't given up on the living, that is. I don't think she was the kind of girl who would just give up no matter what the situation. I don't really know. Okay. She didn't seem like she had something tormenting her so much that she'd off herself. Huh. Okay, I guess we're done here. And that's all I know. Happy? I still gotta look for that talisman, Sure, thank you, Tomi. Oh, if you two find out anything about Michio's talisman, we'll be sure to let you know. Thanks. Oh, can we get your contact information? Where can we normally find you? Right, I'm not home most of the time. Usually I'm at a friend's place. Here's the phone number. Thanks. We'll call her if we need to talk with you. And, what is it? You're easier to talk than I imagined. I was kind of scared at first, but not anymore. Shut up. You're the one avoiding me. Anyway, catch you later, and don't die out there, okay? Thanks. We'll be careful. Alright then. We got a lot of new information. Sounds like Mr. Januichi was killed by a curse, just as we thought. Which means there was a curse bearer at the school. Multiple, in fact. Multiple, you think so? Yeah, the curse echo we experienced in the school and the one that killed Mr. Januichi seems to be different. People in school at the time, other than us, were Jonuichi, Hitomi, and old man Ashimiya, who you ran into. I was thinking it would be among them, but... Do you think Ashimiya is Nagai? No, apparently he's been working at that school for quite a while. And he got a parole for 20 years. What was his name? Sorry. Person of interest. Where did he? He's probably at the bottom. Yeah, Nejima. Nejima? Nagaki. Nejima and Arashi. Ashimiya. So, Ashimiya. Does he even look like a guy? Not even up close. The eyes are all wrong. So I don't think that's him. But it looks like he was a mainstay at the school for a long time, so it might not be him in the first place. Yeah, he does look strange. I kind of like it. I was thinking it would be among them, but... There was one more person Hitomi saw. A girl in a school uniform with braids. From what Hitomi was saying, it doesn't seem like she's the one. Mr. Jonuichi is pretty suspicious, though. There was also, what's his name? Where is it? I want to show you... Well, he was there, too. Arashi was there at the school as well, wasn't he? Pretty sure he was, and he is... If he were a curse bearer, it would certainly explain why he was killed. Right. That's why I say there are multiple. Oh, right. The person who killed Mr. Jonuichi would have to be one, too. Which means it must be either the mysterious girl or old man Ashimiya? Yeah, we should certainly be careful of them. That said, the mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. Jonuichi thought it was Michio that was attacking him has me wondering. Of course, I doubt Michio herself was actually there, but... Oh, I just remembered I also saw Mr. Arashi outside the main gate last night. You did? It's likely he's involved with the curses, given that he's one doing research on the rite of resurrection. So we'll have to be careful of old man Ashimiya and Mr. Arashi. I want to believe that not all curse bearers will be hostile, but... As for what to do now, I'd like to find out who's responsible for the Feast of Shadows that set this off and how they did it. I don't think we'll be able to end this without stopping it at its source. Huh. That makes sense. In which case, next, we should do... what exactly? We'll need to talk with Mr. Arashi. He definitely knows something. Yes, he does he not? Arashi, I was just saying. Arashi, Hideki Arashi. It should be safer during the day, so I think we should try to look for him. Got it. I'll help any way I can. But the school's closed. I wonder where he could be. Let's try heading someplace. Someone may know where he is. Where to go then? Ryogoku Bridge would I go to? No. Yeah, wouldn't he just be at the school? I think we also saw him at the... Did we see him under the bridge? We saw two bridges. Alright, let's head to the school. He was probably at the school. And so... Miyokuru... Okay, I just got an achievement. Veteran investigator, accumulate 10 hours of playtime. Miyokuru Zuzu, Kuro Zuzu, and Yako Sasaki decided on their next location to investigate. Oh, nice. Okay. That was Yako's section. That was kind of underwhelming. I thought there would be a lot more going on here. Okay, so let's head to our next section. Tetsuo. Yes, because they were here and they kind of... I can't even click this section, so we're on to fancy sushi then. Summary of previous events. With dusk fast approaching, they have no time to waste. With that in mind, Tsutsumi and Ario have direct their investigations towards Komagata High School and the Shirashi residence. Let's go to resume. Yep. Oh, beautiful jazz. Ooh, it's funky. Here we are, Komagata High. Classes are suspended for the day, so the students are just kind of wandering around aimlessly. Here these two are. Let's take a look at our surroundings. I think we've done this already. Okay, gymnasium. Okay, we've seen these. Okay, so let's talk to our female students here. Huh? That's Mio, boss. What is it? You want to talk to those girls? Alright. She's trying to maintain cover. Yeah, I do. This is divine intervention. We were brought here for a reason. Come on, Ario. What? Hey, aren't you... You must be that high schooler skirting the child labor laws who I've heard so much about. Say that again? Oh, Mio does not take shit from anyone. Sorry about that. He's with me. Mr. Tsutsumi, if that's how you feel, maybe you should look into improving my working conditions. That is so funny. I prefer not to work for free, to be honest. Don't you worry about that. If you help us out, you can have whatever you want. Boss's treat. Wait, really? Thank you so much. I always wanted to go to a fancy sushi place. Ooh, yeah, like one of those places at Ginza? I've never been. Let's go. We got ourselves a deal, right, boss? The girls are at our service. Look at Tsutsimi's face. Hold up. What just happened? I never said I'd... Sushi. Looking forward to it, boss. Wait, since when were you included? Haha, you guys are funny. You should do stand-up. Alright. Let's think for a second. Sushi, huh? Well, if that'll solve the case, it's a small price to play. Okay. Just expense it, yeah. Expense it, expense it. Alright, well... Yeah, okay, so let's talk to them. Well, let's look at these surroundings first. Forensics is still investigating the area. I don't really want to bring these kids to a place like this, but there were too many onlookers outside for us to speak comfortably. Besides, it would be good to have Mio look around the scene too. Mio Kurosuzu. She's like a disciple of the Paranormal Affairs Chief. I've heard that she helps out with the investigations free of charge under the guise of training. Although she's my old boss's protege, she helped me out plenty while I was in Paranormal Affairs. She may look meek, but she's got strong spirit sense, sharp instincts, and courage, plus quite the brain to back it all up. That said, I can't help but think there's some kind of darkness following her around. She's certainly well versed in the paranormal, I just can't get over the darkness. So this is Yako Sakazaki. She was with Mio. Could she be a friend? Did Mio finally make a friend? If she did, It would do this old man's heart good. I better not say that out loud, don't want to make her look bad. Okay. You want to talk? Let's talk. Scene of the crime. What's up with that? What's that rope all about? It indicates where Jonuichi's body was found. They moved his body, but this way we still have an idea of how it was formed. Yikes, that's a little gross. You can even see how his arms and legs are all... Ugh. Cool, Ario. You're scaring her. This stuff is a little too much for a kid. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she only asked because you were staring at it so intently. Alright, that's enough, Mio. What do you think? I knew the second I looked at the scene, you're right. Traces of a curse still linger here. I figured as much. Does that mean Jonuichi was killed by one of the curses of the Seven Mysteries? Yes, a strong curse like that always leaves behind a trace. Wow, Mio, you're so calm. Are you used to this kind of thing? I wouldn't say I'm used to it. It just comes with experience, I guess. No? I've heard some stories about you. Didn't you investigate a gruesome scene where someone had been killed by a paranormal attack without even breaking a sweat? Stop it, Mr. Satsumi. He's going to get the wrong idea. Whoa, that's amazing, Mio. You're a professional. You think? Totally, you're so cool even in the face of death. That's awesome. When you put it like that, I'm not sure how awesome it is. Let's keep looking at this crime scene. So curse was used here, which means the curse bearer must have been on the scene too. So curse was used here, which means the curse bearer must have been at the scene too. Let's talk to Mio. So, how much have you been able to figure out? Well, I know what happened during midnight last night. Seems someone invoked the Feast of Shadows, which boosts the power of curses, then brought forth the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. That allows even those who do not have the power to cast curses to gather soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. At least that's my hypothesis. Sounds about right so far. As I'm sure you know, there are actually 9 mysteries, not 7. When the Feast of Shadows is cast, the curse stones appear before those who wanted the rite at the locales of the 7 mysteries. We've managed to gather 3 curse stones so far, including the one I got first, the Evergreen Beach. You got 3 already? Wow. We have the curse stone of the Fool's Procession. Well, Yako, the girl standing behind me, does. That's me, Yako, the girl standing behind me. She does. Is she alright? We could take it off your hands. Well, the Feast of Shadows has no effect during the day, and there's still something I want to find out. Alright, I'll leave the Fool's Procession with you two then. Huh? You want to talk to me? You'd probably be better off asking Mio. Okay. Thank you. Please keep collecting the other curse stones. I'll be looking on a way to stop the Feast of Shadows. Okay, got it. That should make things go more smoothly. What about the other curse bearers? Have you run into any of them? Well, last night at school... You were here last night. Yeah, you see... Huh. You two are using a spirit board? That's so cool. So that's when you ran into the Curse Echo. I'm glad you survived the encounter. How somehow we managed to get away without accidentally setting it off. The Curse Echo we saw took the shape of a woman missing an arm and a leg. Oh no. What? Oh no. That's not good. The one-sided read. It's the one-sided read. One-sided read. This is bad. Huh? What's so bad about that one? You idiot. The curse bearer of the one-sided read is Nejima. Fumichaki Nejima. He admitted himself that's his curse. I just had woken up, went to the computer to see my friend on live, and someone just jumped to his live and told him he had a life and then left. That is pretty funny. I'm sorry. I mean, that sucks. People say really dumb things, but that is pretty funny. Wait, but if that's the case... Nejima might have been here last night. What? I mean, it's possible he was lying to us, but... What? Who's Nejima? Yeah, no clue. Do we tell them? We should definitely tell them who Nejima is. So Nejima is trying to take advantage of the Feast of Shadows for his own nefarious purposes. Huh? You said he's gonna massacre the city at sundown today? This is something you should have told me, so I could get out of the city by sundown today. And he's trying to get your daughter too? That's why we've been trying to find him, but to no avail. Honestly, this information has been the most useful we've gotten so far. Just to be sure, could you tell me who else was at the school last night? Well, as far as we know, there was us, Mr. Genoichi, and one of our classmates, Hitomi. Don't forget, old man Ashimiya. Wait, Hitomi? Did you mean Hitomi Akuda? Second year student? Well, yes. Why? Boss. She was here last night. Huh? I saw Hitomi earlier, though, and she didn't seem like a curse bearer to me. You did? Did you talk to her? Yeah. Would you mind if we asked you a few questions about that? Hitomi said she didn't want to talk to the police because she was afraid she'd be the suspect. So I can't tell you anything unless you swear you won't drag her into this. I see. Don't worry, this is just about a different matter. Different matter? You mean about the police officer, Mr. Yoshimi? You know about that. Did Hitomi say something about him? Yes, she did, actually. Funky music. If we're talking about people who were at the school last night, there was one more person though. I'm not too clear on the details. It was someone else. Apparently Hitomi actually saw Mr. Genoichi getting cursed and killed last night. What? Talk about some vital information. What she said had happened was... Michio was the one who killed Mr. Genoichi. Are you sure it was really Michio that she saw? Oh, that's what she told me. I wasn't there. That must mean there was another curse bearer here last night. Jonichi was killed by a curse, so someone had to have been there, whether it was Michio or not. Damn, boss, do you think it really could have been Michio's ghost? I mean, based on what we heard, she does have plenty of reasons to be vengeful. Calm down. Just because the paranormal exists doesn't mean anything is possible. It's still possible that Nejima was behind Genoichi's death. But what about Hitomi's story? About this janitor, Ashimiya, was it? How old is he? Did you know how long he's worked here? Huh? Why are you so interested in him all of a sudden? I only just transferred to the school though, so I have no idea. He's around 50 years old. He came to our school about half a year ago. Oh. Interesting. No one knows what he did before that, so there are kinds of rumors about him. I see. Thanks, I'm starting to get a better picture of all this. Huh? Listen up. It's not uncommon for former prisoners to find work under an alias after their release. The notoriety attached to the former name can get in the way of proper rehabilitation, you see. What are you... No way. Aryo, have the police officers apprehended the janitor. He worked the night shift, so he might be in the overnight room. Yes, right away. Boss, bad news. Apparently the room's been empty all morning. Sounds like they've been looking to question Ashiyama too, but couldn't find him anywhere. No. That's all but confirms it. Oh my. Just one more thing to check. Are there any photos of this Ashimiya? Oh, the old man seriously hated getting his picture taken. He'd always avoided it. Ario, call an urgent search for Makoto Ashimiya. We can't let him get away. Ooh. I thought he was he was at the school for a while. I didn't know he was gonna be a possible Nejima suspect. That's wild. Alright, let's go. Contact HQ. Oh my, I didn't expect this at all. Yeah, how could that old man have been some horrible criminal mastermind? I just can't believe it. And a curse bearer on top of that. To think he was so close to us this whole time. Oh, gives me chills. A guy like that really shouldn't have been allowed to work at a high school. That's true too. He shouldn't have been allowed to work at a high school, that's for certain. A guy that has, like, killed schoolgirls in the past. Let's hope it isn't already too late. Oh. I may have shown Ashiyama my cursed stone last night. Oh, we did, didn't we? He asked what you had in your hand. I don't like this one bit. Nejima did say he wasn't specifically targeting curse bearers, but... I'm glad nothing happened to you. Wait, but then... Could it have been old man Ashimiya who attacked you in the hallway? Ooh. I almost told him that you were still in the building, too. What? You did? Yeah, man. She couldn't just shut up at all. Yakko, Echo, and Dot. You know that show was produced by Steven Spielberg? Isn't that crazy? You might have gotten very lucky there, kid. I liked Pinky and the Brain. Those two were my favorite. Yeah, Steven Spielberg produced that show, I think. The Animaniacs, I thought you were talking about. Yeah, crazy. This is too much. I hope they find him soon. Ah, yeah. I understand. Come on, long arm of the law, help us. About the mastermind behind the Feast of Shadows. To put a stop to the Feast of Shadows, it would help if I knew more about how the curses of these 7 mysteries first came about. In that case, you're probably best off talking to that crabby researcher guy. You mean Mr. Arashi? I would very much like to talk to him. Right, he's a teacher here too, isn't he? You would know him already. You might be more inclined to talk if it's one of his students doing the asking. You might be more inclined to talk if it's one of his students doing the asking. Do you know where he is? I do. We tried to talk to him, but he refused to cooperate. Didn't we take one of his cursed stones as well? But you two should give it a try. He's at his usual cafe working on his papers. The cafe, oh. Kurokyu Cafe in Kamazawa. Thanks, we'll head over there now. School rules say we're not allowed to go to cafes though. Don't worry about it, I'll allow it. Thank you. That's all it takes? Oh, perfect. There must be a mastermind behind everything, someone who orchestrated all this for a reason. I want to find out why. Hitomi Okuda. Hitomi did say that Mr. Yoshimi entrusted her with something. He did? What was it? Ah, the talisman. Yoshimi gave her a talisman. Yes, apparently he also asked her to look for another one just like it. One that Michio had. What kind of talismans could they be, boss? Doesn't ring a bell. But if Yoshimi was talking about them with his dying breath, they must have been pretty important. Did they find a talisman on Michio where her body was found? I'll check. But if they did, Yoshimi would have had plenty of time to retrieve it before he died. Alright. Would you consider giving us Hitomi's contact information? I'd like to talk to her about this talisman. I'm not so sure. She never opened up to anyone except Mr. Yoshimi. I'm not so good, huh? I'm no good, huh? I was friends with Yoshimi, though. You don't seem like that. You don't seem like too bad of a guy? Not all that scary for a cop. I doubt that'll be enough for her. She really doesn't want to end up becoming a suspect. To be honest, she was even a bit wary of us. Well then. You think she'd talk to Yoshimi's fiancé? Haven't they met before? Oh, they have. She told us about that. Yeah, she might be willing to talk to her. Alright, then we better find her fast. You haven't been able to reach her? That's a little worrying. Mayu Chozawa. We'll let you know as soon as we manage to contact her. Person of interest, Mayu Chozawa. That's her. Okay, I'd be willing to give Hitomi's contact information to her. Oh, right, one more thing. Hitomi told me that Mr. Yoshima gave her instructions in the event that something happened to him. Mr. Yoshimi. He told her to give the talisman to Mr. Nakagoshi from the police headquarters. What? What? So is Nakagoshi's case? Why would Yoshimi tell her that? Could you check on that? I will. Well, I don't know if they'll pick up when I call. Is he with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau? Well, yeah, Nakagoshi's the chief, but he's almost never in, so I don't really know the guy. To be honest, I'm not even sure if he exists, or if he's just a figurehead. I've never spoken to him myself. All the Paranormal Affairs cases are referred to as Nakagoshi's cases. Jeez, what's up with that? The amulet Hitomi was looking for may be the missing puzzle piece to this mystery. So curses... I'm her friend. I was actually planning on resurrecting her first. I see. We gained quite a bit of information from you two. It's only fair that we share as well. Tell her, Aryo. Alright. Keep in mind that this is just a theory, though. Okay. After re-examining the crime scene, Yoshimi concluded that Michio's death wasn't an S, but a vehicular collision. Ran into her. Wait, what? An accident. Being hit by a speeding truck or a van would have resulted in similar injuries. The investigation was ordered by Yoshimi, so it seemed he had his doubts about it being an S. What? Van? Speeding? Yako, what's wrong? Are you okay? Oh, something. She's freaking out, man. What happened? Ooh. A van. There's a young man in the driver's seat. In the passenger seat. Wait, what? What was that? What was that? What was that? There's a young man in the driver's seat. In the passenger seat, a woman. Driver's seat? Okay. It could be... Richter Kai and Haruo. Wonder... Huh? Yes. Wait. Was I? Are you back now? How do you feel? You're covered in sweat. Haha. Yeah, I'm okay, I think. Sorry, I went a little crazy there. It's no problem, as long as you're okay. That was quite the surprise, though. Ishimi talked to you about Michio, did he? Well, he didn't give me any specifics, if you're wondering about that. So I don't know what was truly on Michio's mind, either. Right. Do you have any idea why Jonuichi was so scared of Michio? Well, about that. I'm not sure exactly how to put this, but... I see. Well, I half expected it was something like that. Thank you for telling me. Sorry, it's hard to explain. I wonder where he got his hands on to be able to blackmail her like that. Boss, they found it on the ground, a short distance away from the scene. What is it? A ribbon. Yeah, the kind you use to tie up your hair. Like Michio's ribbon? What? I've seen that ribbon before. You have? Go on then. That's a ribbon Michio always used to wear. What? Does that mean Michio was here? Are you sure? Definitely. I have the same one at home. We bought them together. That has to be hers. Then did she come back to life somehow? But how? Somebody used the resurrection on her. Already somebody used it. It was Michio and I came. If I was Michio and I came back to life, where would I go? No, it looked like somebody, it was Junichi. It looked like he got hit by a curse. Some curse. That's the question. She got her revenge on Junichi, but she may have more revenge to dish out. Is there anyone else she'd have a grudge against? Well, what about the guy who killed her in the collision? Huh. She really did come back to life. And it's terribly sad that she's spending her new chance at life like this. Being obsessed with revenge is such a tragic way to live. Okay, I think we're done here. I'm afraid that's all we can tell you. Don't worry, you were a big help, thank you. We should start our search for Najima and Mayu Chozawa. It might be worth it to check Michio's house as well, just in case. Let's use the school as our base of operations. If anything happens, go to one of the officers hanging around there. Got it, thank you, and good luck. We'll go talk to Mr. Arashi about a way to lift the curse. Alright, boss. Let's get going whenever you're ready. Okay. Let's move. Let's get out of here. Oh, we're done here. Yeah. I want to continue. I'm going to continue Yako. Let's go Yako. And then we're going to call it. After we finish this, we're definitely going to call it. Think. The Rite of Resurrection is the inception of this whole affair. Yako and Mayo decided to confront the man responsible for spreading rumors of it in the first place, Hideki Arashi. They find him at his frequent stopping grounds at the Kurukikyu Cafe. Kurukikyu. That doesn't sound like a very Japanese. Kurukikyu. Kurukikyu. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. 12 p.m. Kurukikyu. You know, normally you'd be breaking school rules just by stepping foot in a cafe. I'll be in hot water if you lied about having permission from the police. Remember that. We know. It'll be okay. So, what did you want to ask me? Let's take a look around real quick here. Got this. Mockingbird number 8 discovered. Who are these three? Number 8, number 8, number 8. We got Sparing Sparrow Bros. Alright, let's take a look around first. I'm hearing a ticking. A cafe. I've never been to one before. How exciting. It's pretty smelly inside because of the cigarette smoke, but... Kurikikyu Cafe, a coffee shop on South Waragusi Street. Kurikikyu Cafe's convenient location has made it a favorite of the businessmen in the neighborhood. Although formerly a relaxing location where classical and jazz music were played, the cafe had begun incorporating some pop songs into its playlist at the request of customers. The most popular menu item is a pilaf served with black coffee, although a cream soda topped with a large scoop of ice cream is also a popular choice. Fashionable cafes featuring jazz and live performances were in vogue until the mid-Showa era, when the number of cafes offering a carefully brewed cup of coffee in a relaxed atmosphere began to increase. Many of these locations also have public telephones, making them convenient meeting places. However, they also developed a reputation as a hangout spots for delinquents, leading a large number of schools to forbid their students from patronizing them. In recent years, table arcade games have become a big hit, affording cafes installing them a steady stream of customers. Alright, let's keep looking around. Got that file. Got that file. Nothing else, huh? Okay, let's talk. Let's talk, buddy. Let's talk about my curse stone. Let's talk. Yako, if you would. Right, we wanted to ask you about this. Oh my, a cursed stone. And Akame's mask. That must mean the Fool's Procession. You two were at the school last night. Damn, there of all places. Yako, you're one of them? You're also a curse bearer? Or you're a curse bearer? Please calm down, Mr. Arashi. Your reaction is too intense, it's kind of scaring me. Sorry about that. I'm afraid I got ahead of myself. What is it you wanted to know about your cursed stone? Oh, what would be the best way to approach this? I guess flatter him. It's just a brilliant teacher like you must know an awful lot about these cursed stones. Well, it's true that I'm likely the most person well versed in this matter. You're the only one we can count on, Mr. Arashi. Won't you help us, please? Oh, I am now. In that case, there's no harm hearing what you have to ask. Thank you. Let's see. Why is everything with the Rite of Passage and 7 Mysteries Curse Stones happening right now? Oh, taken an interest now that you've received one of the curses, have you? You sound like a researcher, starting your questions with your subject's origins. Mr. Arashi, you're not the one who triggered the curse, are you? No, I'm afraid not. I had nothing to do with that. Rather, I wasn't even attempting to do so in the first place. Completing the rite itself has nothing to do with my research. Then, do you know of the ancient Onmyoto ritual known as the Feast of Shadows? What is that? It's something from the occult. Mrs. Kurozuzu, you look like to be interested in these things, but it's outside my field of expertise. In that case, what do you think the rite and curses have appeared now? Why do you think the rite and curses have appeared now? I believe this is the intentional work of someone. It's certainly not something that would happen by accident. Why is it you want to know? Well, you ready to tell us anything else if we say that we were trying to stop the curse? We need to make something up. Right? Make something up. Well, you see, we just have such intellectual curiosity, and I think you could really help with your research. I see. Now that you mention it, seems like he's reluctant to answer. Then how about... Oh, we figured you would know since you're so smart. How disappointing. Dare you? You make it sound like I'm stupid. You couldn't be more wrong. Do you realize how devoted I am to this research? Allow me to first elucidate you regarding the author of the Record of Fates. Special privilege, I might add, since I have yet to publish this in a paper. Yeah, okay. The Record of Fates was written 200 years ago in the latter half of the Edo period. It was written by a skilled but little-known onmyoji called Seimon Suchi Mikado. This is important stuff. If nothing else, remember this. Seimon Suchi Mikado. I've never heard of him. I'm sure you haven't. He was born into a famed onmyoji family, but is split away to practice forbidden arts in secret. He used whatever name was most convenient for the situation, so his real name barely exists in records. Or so it was written by the Record of Fates. As brilliant as Simon was, he was also an eccentric. He delved into researching the rite of resurrection, a legendary forbidden ritual that had never been completed. However, by involving himself with this forbidden ritual, he was expelled from his family and eventually found himself in Honjo in Edo. The Record of Fates are the writings Seimon recorded on the road to Edo. I see. So he wrote how to perform the rite itself. The Rite of Resurrection makes use of Abe no Saime's specialty, the Taizen Fukun ritual, a means of communicating with the afterlife. It uses soul drags to replicate the soul of a dead spirit that's been called. Oh wow, I never knew something like that existed. Thus, it is thought the only ones who can use it are those with the ability to turn human souls into soul drags in the first place. So the Rite of Resurrection calls for that ritual to be performed in advance. Then, when the soul dregs are gathered and infused with the wish of whoever is performing the ritual, it can be completed. The contents written in the Record of Fates end there. There's no more? What about the 7 mysteries or cursed stones? There's nothing written about them in this Record of Fates. The cursed stones are separate from the Rite of Resurrection. Huh. Their curse is when used to enable one who is unable to perform such rituals to be able to use the rite. Ah, that's similar to what Mio said, actually. Oh, what? Oh, wait, what was that? Miles. New. Onmyoji. An officially appointed government position with the Bureau of Onmyo in medieval Japan. Onmyoji were tasked with performing divinations and rituals that would employ the Chinese philosophies of yin and yang and wuxing, 5 elements, to compose astronomical charts and almanacs. High-ranking practitioners use a variety of mystical arts, including wands, that brought natural disaster and curses. Onmyoji were also tasked with exorcising demons through the usage of shikigami. Onmyoji thrived during the Heian period, in part due to the work of the famous Onmyoji and later founder of the Tsuchi Mikado clan, Abe no Seimei. However, Onmyoji began to gradually decline in a number after samurai gained control of Japan. At the same time, many of the miraculous arts were lost along with the development of civilization. Although their services of Onmyoji were typically reserved for the upper class, there were a number of shomonji, or hidden Onmyoji, who worked for the common folk. Moving on. The Rite of Resurrection, as indicated by its name... Oh, excuse me. As indicated by its name, the manuscript holds detailed instructions on how to perform the secret art of reviving the dead. This forbidden ritual is said to have been devised by once famous Onmyoji. Local researcher Hideki Arashi recently discovered the old manuscript had given presentation on it at an academic conference, sending ripples through the field of occult studies. According to the Record of Fates, this mysterious ritual was devised by the gifted Onmyoji Abe no Saimei. It converts the souls of the dead, bound for the underworld with soul dregs, collected as sacrifice through the Taizen Fuken ritual. This secret art of converting souls to soul dregs is out of reach to all but the most skilled practitioners. How are the 7 mysteries related to the rite? Excuse me, Mr. Arashi? What is it, Mrs. Kurozuzu? You published a theory before the incident took place? It said the rite of resurrection and origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo are related somehow. What proof did you have on that? You really know your stuff. But about that? That was somewhat sensationalized piece written for occult magazines. Oh, really? It was just nonsense then? Not exactly. Rather, it's not a complete fabrication. There is a basis for it. And that is, well, I suppose there's no harm in telling a couple of students so passionate about this topic. Thank you. This is something I discovered from referencing numerous texts unrelated to the Record of Fates. It was just after Simon arrived in Honjo. There are records of a conflict over a ritual used to resurrect the dead in Honjo. Records of a conflict over a ritual used, okay. A conflict over resurrecting the dead. I don't know the details. A man enticed the public with claims of a spell. It could resurrect the dead, causing a conflict that ended tragically with 9 dead. That is the only remaining reference. 9 people fighting over a resurrection ritual. I call this tragedy the Honjo incident, and it has been a long subject to my research. And I suspect that this Honjo incident might be the very origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. So what you're saying is, the resurrection ritual at the root of the Honjo incident is Simon's rite of resurrection. Yes, that's how the Record of Fates ties everything together. To put it in chronological order, first Simon brought the rite of resurrection to Edo. We could assume that by this point Simon was likely using a different name. Then, in Honjo, 9 people fought to the death over this rite, the Honjo incident. After that, the incident was covered up by an interested party, preventing it from being recorded in history fully. Eventually, it was passed down in incomplete pieces, becoming known as the 7 mysteries of Honjo. That's more or less the course of events. The Honjo incident during the Edo period, a chain of events that occurred during a certain resurrection spell became the basis for the 7 mysteries of Honjo. So, that's how they're connected. Then, if I'm getting this right, 7 mysteries are basically required to gather the soul dregs necessary for the rite. How are the 7 mysteries related to the rite? There's more. With this most recent occurrence of the curse, I've become even more confident in my theory. You are? Yes, the reason for it being the resentful memories of the 7 mysteries etched into those who received the cursed stones. Resentful memories? Yako, if you really are a curse bearer, then when you obtained your cursed stone, you would have had the resentful memory imprinted in your mind. Yeah, I did. Exactly, those memories are what happened in the final moments of the 9 who died in the Honjo incident. Broadly speaking, they involved dying while bearing some kind of deep resentment. The 9 victims became 9 curse echoes, which over time came to be spoken as the 7 mysteries. Thus, gathering the resentful memories granted by the present curses and connecting them together, it will reveal once and for all what happened during the Honjo incident. Huh. That's why you must tell me about the resentful memory of your fool's procession, Yako. Mio, should I? Yeah, I think it's okay. We need all the information we can get. Tell him about the resentful memory. Okay, Mr. Arashi, I'll tell you about the memory of the fool's procession. Excellent. So basically it's about a woman who died falling from a Yagura tower at a festival. What does a Yagura tower even look like? Yagura tower. Oh, I see. It's just a fire tower, Japanese style. Huh. Interesting. It's not that one then. Not that one? What do you mean? Among the 9 victims of the Honjo incident, that is to say, the 9 curse echoes, one of them is Simon himself. Or, so I suspect. Huh, Simon was one of the victims at the Honjo incident too? Meaning an Onmyoji as powerful as him also became a curse echo. Right, it would make sense that the cursed stone tied to a curse echo like that would be special. The power of a cursed stone is different based on the curse echo. Mio, mio, mio. Then maybe with the Simon's curse echo we could... Yes, we may be able to settle this whole situation. Huh? What are you two whispering about? Oh, nothing, sorry. About the resentful memory. Mr. Arashi, how many of the resentful memories have you gathered so far? I have learned a number of them. The Evergreen Beach, the Foot-Washing Mansion, the Ever-Burning Lantern, and now the Fool's Procession makes 4. Of those, the most important are the Foot-Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach. What are they about? First, the Foot-Washing Mansion. An Onmyoji appears distinctly in this one. Really? But not Simon, I'm afraid. Female Onmyoji who sought the right of resurrection due to her obsession with her personal appearance. Her legs, which had always taken pride in, were stricken with corruption after she was defeated by Simon. Her curse echo is notable for being particularly easy to fulfill the requirements necessary to use the curse. It's gonna have to hear her voice, right? That detective did well to escape this one. So a female Onmyoji and rival of Simon was involved in the Honjo incident. That certainly is interesting. Next, the Evergreen Beach. This curse echoes from a craftsman of Natsuke carvings named Jinkichi, who was hanged for spreading baseless rumors. He apparently spoke of something that granted the ability to bring back the dead. The right of resurrection. Precisely. This man Jinkichi must have been in contact with Simon. If I could just collect all of the memories, everything will be revealed and the truth of the 7 mysteries will be mine. That is, the knowledge I desire. Meaning, you need to gather as much information as you can from the curse bearers. Precisely. I have an agreement to exchange information with those detectives. But they might not even find the curse bearers, so I must take measures of my own. What is the trigger for the curse to occur? Another thing, yes? You never really finished about what the trigger for all this was? Well, I don't know. Really? You're not hiding something from us, are you? It has something to do with how you obtained the Record of Fates, right? Whoa. How did you really get a hold of the Record of Fates? Tell you the truth, we're in a race against time. It could be a disaster if we don't hurry. What are you talking about? Someone left a warning that at sundown today, they would use the curse to kill a lot of people. The one who left that message is the culprit behind the Nejima murders from 20 years ago. What? Something so terrible will happen? I won't allow potentially hundreds of people to become victims of a curse. There are definitely more than 100 people in Honjo. I'll do anything in my power to stop it. Mr. Arashi, please, tell us everything you know. I'm sorry, but I truly don't know anything. Truth is, I was given the Record of Fates by a woman. A woman? The owner of a certain, soap company? Well, her voice sounded like a woman's, but I didn't actually see what she looked like. 1 month ago, while I was investigating at night, I suddenly heard a formless voice. A woman's voice. It said, I entrust you with this ancient manuscript and the right of resurrection held within its pages. Spread rumors of this ritual far and wide as you can in the coming month. And before I knew it, an old document had fallen down at my feet. 1 month, she specified the time period. I was told if I did that, I could study the manuscript as much as I pleased. I wanted so badly to verify its authenticity, I ended up accepting. I haven't heard anything from that voice since. It must have had you spread rumors in order to strengthen the power of the curse. To tie together the curse and the desire to seek out the right. This makes it likely that the owner of the voice is the mastermind behind all of this. Hence, I went public with the Record of Fates. Heihaku and occult magazines immediately jumping at the news was a financial boon for me. Huh? Heihaku? As in, Heihaku soaps? I knew they were connected. Oh, man. Okay. Right, I mean, no, that's not important. Just some personal business. It seems important. You're being very cagey. After that, I waited, tried to predict what would occur in a month's time. That's when the curse began. You're hand drawing everything there, Raccoon? You're not using any kind of software? I guess suppose your PC is not beefy enough for that stuff. Oof. Ah, gotcha. Those are all the details I have. Is there anything else you know? Very well, I've told you this much, I might as well give you one more thing. Thank you. What might that be? About Simon's Record of Fates. There's a sort of continuation to it. Another document called the Record of Fates Yin Scroll. A continuation? Actually, a section written in Simon's own hand was appended to the manuscript. According to which, after the Honjo incident, Simon lamented such a calamity taking place. He apparently wrote the addendum for the event that a tragedy became its own curse. Seems he had an idea that the victims of the Honjo incident would turn into curse echoes and be used to gather soul dregs. Supposedly, details of how to handle any trouble that occur as a result of the rite of resurrection. Really? Hold on a second. Don't you find that strange? What's the matter, Mr. Sasaki? You think my information is inaccurate? If Simon died in the Honjo incident, then he couldn't have written an addendum. You really don't get it, do you, huh? Am I wrong? Have you forgotten the ability Simon possessed? Of course not, he could use the rite of Oh. You're telling me Simon used it on himself? The rite of resurrection can be carried out in advance so that it activates when soul dregs are gathered together. Then, is it not possible that Simon himself was resurrected by the rite after it took place? But he'd still have to collect the soul dregs needed to use the rite. Yes, and that's why they died. The 8 others besides Simon. What? They died in the Honjo incident for their soul dregs. Oh, this is starting to make sense. Okay. That sounds like it's the same as what's happening now. That's why I need the resentful memories to learn the truth. I get it now. The issue at hand is that the Yin Scroll in the Record of Fates was supposed to have been passed down as a set. When I received the Record of Fates, the Yin Scroll was gone. Only this information was left. Supposedly, Simon's blood descendants guarded it as they passed it down across generations. It seems that over their long history, the 2 documents became separated, and the scroll's location lost as the family timeline branched. Simon had descendants, so there's someone out there related to him by blood even now? Is it the witch woman? Is it the witch woman? Yes, in fact, I tried to trace the line as far as I could. It wasn't well known on Myoji to begin with, so a detailed family tree does not exist. And since they aren't even aware of what they have, tracking it down is quite tricky indeed. I wish I could ask whoever the voice belonged to about the Yin Scroll. I'm sure you do. So basically, in the Record of Fates Yin Scroll, Simon himself wrote about the way to handle the curses and the rite. Yes? Yes, that's right. I've been searching for it all this time, but I haven't found a single lead. So if you do find out anything other than the resentful memory about... Okay, scratch. So if you two find out anything about other resentful memories or the Yin Scroll, tell me immediately. You owe me that much for telling you all this, do you not? That's the real extent of everything I know. The Record of Fates Yin Scroll. It said that Simon Tsuchi Mikado, author of the Record of Fates, wrote the Yin Scroll because he feared that the descendants of those involved in the Honjo incident might become accursed and used in collection of soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. The existence of the Yin Scroll was indicated in a postscript added to the Record of Fates, but its whereabouts are currently unknown. It is believed to have been inherited by a descendant of Simon. Yes, I understand. Thank you for your help. If you bring me some useful information, I'll take it into consideration for your school grades as well. Ooh. Look at this misty day. We've learned a lot. So to sum it up, there was a tragic incident with people cursing each other for the rite of resurrection in the Edo period as well. And the Record of Fates Yin Scroll may have the Record of Fates Yin Scroll may have info we want, since it details how to stop the rite. Let me just check. When is the Edo period? What is the Edo period? 1603 to 1868. Characterized 250 years of peace, economic growth, and strict social order under the rule of the Tokugawa shogunate. Named after the capital of Edo, now Tokyo. Okay. Formed modern Japanese culture. 1603 to 1868. I think that's about it. Alright. If we could just find the Yin Scroll, we might be able to learn how to settle this situation. But even Mr. Arashi didn't have any leads on where it is. How do we start looking for it? Someone involved in this must have some connection to it, I think. I have a feeling the mastermind who awakened the curse is involved too. Alright. About what to do next. So, Mio, what are we going to do next? Good question. It may be best to give the information we just learned to Inspector Susimi. We got a pretty big clue from hearing about the Record of Fates Yin Scroll. Mr. Susimi might know more about it. Should we go back to school then? Yeah, I think that's the point of contact after all. Whoever's behind that voice that gave Mr. Arashi the Record of Fates, that must be the mastermind, don't you think? Yeah, and he said it sounded like it belonged to a woman. Whoever it is, I bet they're scary. Huh? You don't sound like the Yako I know. Now let's catch him and make him spill the beans. I thought you'd say something like that. Really? I guess I'm just not really into feeling that confident right now. I understand. I don't know if it's related to that woman behind the voice, but I'm also interested in the female in Miyoji who's the rival of Simon. Oh, that reminds me, Mio. You know what's nearby here, don't you? Hmm? Oh, you mean where Michio... Yeah, where it happened. I was going there every day to leave flowers, even though they always get cleared away anyways. I'm sure it must be hard to have to be reminded of Michio's death all the time. Oh, that reminds me, Yako? Yeah? When you asked me to do the spirit board 2 days ago, did you come here that day too? Yeah, I left some flowers before going to school. Why? Did anything seem different that day? What's this all of a sudden? Though, now that you mention it... Today I suddenly felt lightheaded and ended up passing out for a little bit. But I came right away and felt fine, so I didn't think anything of it. I see. That's all I was wondering about, thanks. Excuse me, you girls over there. Oh no. Whoa. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but something you said caught my attention. Who might you be? I'm Yutaro Namigaki. This frickin' guy. I should probably tell you. Until yesterday I was a curse bearer? That should clear things up. Oh, a curse bearer. Oh, you don't need to be scared. I've already given up the curse stone of the foot-washing mansion. Foot-washing mansion? So you're the one Inspector Tsutsumi was talking about? Oh, you already know Inspector Tsutsumi. That makes this simple. There's nothing to worry about. Oh, hey. You're in the driver's seat. What? Yako. Yes. Wait. What? Just now. Was I doing something? It was this guy? It was this guy that ran over Michio? Sorry, Mr. Namigaki. What might be the matter? Right, I actually wanted to discuss something with you two. Would you come with me if you have a little time? Discuss something with us. You were talking about Michio Shirashi, right? It's related to that. Huh. I'm sure you will learn a few things yourselves. It's not now. Later is fine. I'll be waiting around Ryogoku Bridge. Something rubs me the wrong way about this, but he mentioned Michio. What do we do? I'm going to go with him. I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna talk to Yutaro. Well, I suppose we may as well hear what it is you have to say. Glad to hear it, then shall we relocate elsewhere? Oh, I'm beginning to think this was a bad idea. He's gonna try to kill us too, wasn't he? So, what did you want to discuss with us? Let's see, how do I put this? I'll tell you straight. I want you two to use your cursed stones to bring Michio Shirashi back from the dead. What? Huh? It's why I was pursuing the right of resurrection in the first place. Unfortunately, I had to give up my cursed stone before I could succeed. But you two are curse bearers with some kind of connection to her. Which means this is the perfect opportunity for me to ask you for this. Well... Oh, look at her face. Look at her face, dude. She is pissed. I'm sorry, this is all so sudden. I still don't understand why you would want this. What exactly is your relationship with Michio? Well, we met briefly once. I was so sad to hear the news of her death the other day. Yeah, you met briefly. You hit her and killed her. While it would be great if we could bring Michio back, but we've already decided not to use the right of resurrection. Is that so? It seems, however, that we share a goal. I wouldn't mind collecting the soul dregs for you if you gave me your cursed stone, you know? We'll have to decline that as well. Our goal is to stop this curse. I see. Well, that's too bad. I suppose I'll have to give up on the cursed stones. Thank you for your understanding. Phew. I thought he was a little suspicious, but he left without making a fuss. But why does he want to bring Michio back? What? Huh? Yako. Oh, did she go off somewhere while we were talking? What? I knew this was a bad idea. I chose the wrong option, didn't I? Oh, this doesn't look good. Hey, I finally caught up to you. I don't know if you noticed me following you or not, but leading me to a secluded place? You've got guts. I'm sorry, but I'll be taking your cursed stone. Either you hand it over or I'll have to take it by force. What? Oh. Oh. Why? Are you? No. She's here again. I don't understand. Wait. It was just an accident. I swear I didn't mean to. That's why I was trying to bring you back. Uh-oh. You already Too late. I will say what now? Huh? What the heck? Roll credits? Yeah, I want to skip this performance. After this, Fumichika Najime went on to use the power of the cursed stone to commit mass murder, shocking the public with the unprecedented tragedy. And from that day on, Yako Sakazaki was never heard from again. What did I just do? Ending 1, Michio's Grudge. Oh. Alright. I got an ending. Reach Yako's Sakazaki's ending. I just got a achievement. Let's resume from elsewhere. Start from Nagagaki's appearance. Okay, so let's... Excuse me, you girls over there. Let's skip through this. Okay, cool. That was good that I was able to restart. Okay, Curse Bearer. That should be able to curse things. I'm not following him this time. He's being haunted completely separately by Michio. No, I'm going to school. Peace. Sorry, but there's something we have to take care of. We'll have to pass. Is that so? Well, that's too bad. I'm in no rush, so I'll be waiting at Ryogoku Bridge if you change your minds. Alright, cool. This was a very productive day. Thank you everybody for joining me. Very much appreciate it. I will be seeing you again next time. We'll maybe close out this section of the story. Alright.